Hello there. Another week has been finished on our chronological Bible reading. Today we're going to discuss day 41 to day 47. For those who would like to be up to date on our chronological Bible reading on a daily basis, you may visit my social media accounts, my Facebook at Truth Insight 2020, my Instagram, truth.insight, and my Twitter at truthinsight underscore. On these social media accounts, you will see what book, what chapters, and what verses to read for the day. Okay, now let's get on with the insights. So we begin on day 41. Here it is. On this day, we read Exodus chapters 29 to 31. And the first one is Exodus chapter 30, verses 19 to 21. It says, Aaron and his sons will wash their hands and feet there. They must wash with water whenever they go into the tabernacle to appear before the Lord, and when they approach the altar to burn up their special gifts to the Lord, or they will die. They must always wash their hands and feet, or they will die. This is a permanent law for Aaron and his descendants to be observed from generation to generation. My insight here is that it is interesting to note that Muslims wash their hands and feet before they pray. Yeah, I've witnessed this. While I was in the Middle East, they do that 5 times a day. Just imagine their discipline in prayer. Right? Think about it. For the next one, Exodus chapter 31, verse 15. It says, You have 6 days each week for your ordinary work, but the seventh day must be a Sabbath day of complete rest, a holy day dedicated to the Lord. Anyone who works on the Sabbath must be put to death. My insight, this is repeated a number of times in the Bible. God asks for a day each week, but some people say that they are too busy with other stuff. Okay, take note of this. A holy day dedicated to the Lord. Right? Okay. People are saying they're too busy. Right? Too busy to even read the Bible. And they say they believe in God, who is our Creator, as described in the Bible. God wants us to read the Bible. Anyway, let's move on to the next day. That's it for this day, right? Okay, next day, 41, 42. On this day, we read Exodus chapters 32 to 34. For the first one, Exodus chapter 32, verses 9 to 11, and verse 14, it says, Then the Lord said, I have seen how stubborn and rebellious these people are. Now leave me alone so my fierce anger can blaze against them, and I will destroy them. Then I will make you, Moses, into a great nation. But Moses tried to pacify the Lord his God. "O Lord," he said, "why are you so angry with your own people whom you brought from the land of Egypt with such great power and such a strong hand?" So the Lord changed his mind about the terrible disaster he had threatened to bring on his people. So, take note. First, this happened, right? So God was angry. Second one, Exodus chapter 32, same chapter, verses 25 to 28. It says, Moses saw that Aaron had let the people get completely out of control, much to the amusement of their enemies. So he stood at the entrance to the camp and shouted, "All of you who are on the Lord's side, come here and join me." And all the Levites gathered around him. Moses told them, "This is what the Lord, the God of Israel, says. Each of you take your swords and go back and forth from one end of the camp to the other. Kill everyone, even your brothers, friends, and neighbors." The Levites obeyed Moses' command, and about 3,000 people died that day. You see? And then this happened. So at first, um, God became angry, wanted to destroy them, and then Moses asked God not to do that. But then when Moses um, went down from the mountain and saw by his own eyes what happened, so now this happened, right? So moving on to the next one. Exodus chapter 32, same chapter, verses 34 to 35. It says, "Now go, lead the people to the place I told you about." This is God talking to Moses. "Look, my angel will lead the way before you. And when I come to call the people to account, I will certainly hold them responsible for their sins." Then the Lord sent a great plague upon the people because they had worshipped the calf Aaron had made. My insight here, um, you know, so after 3,000 people were killed, then the plague, right? So let's go to the next one. The last one for this day, Exodus chapter 33, verse 3, it says, "Go up to this land that flows with milk and honey, but I will not travel among you, for you are a stubborn and rebellious people. If I did, I would surely destroy you along the way." My insight, this clearly shows how much God hates stubborn and rebellious people. Do not be deceived. Read the Bible by yourselves. Right? Why did I say this? Do not be deceived. Read the Bible by yourselves. Because, for you to see with your own eyes that God hates stubborn and rebellious people. Okay? Imagine this. God said, "I will not travel among you, for you are stubborn and rebellious people. If I did, I would surely destroy you along the way." That's how much God hates stubborn and rebellious people. Moving on to the next day. For 7. Oh, this is the last day now. So I don't have any insight for day 43, 44, 45, 46, 47 now, right? So on day 47, we read the book of Numbers now, right? Chapter 8, and then chapter 9, verses 1 to 14. And the book of Leviticus, chapter verse 1 to 3. And the only one item here on this day, the book of Leviticus, chapter 3, verse 17, it says, "You must never eat any fat or blood. This is a permanent law for you, and it must be observed from generation to generation wherever you live." My insight today, in our time, it has been scientifically proven that animal fat is not good for our health. We all know that, right? So whenever one is getting older and then having problems with hypertension, high blood pressure, uric acid, things like that, cholesterol, yeah, the doctor will advise the patient to avoid eating pork, yeah, and you know, fat, fatty meat. So anyway, that's all for today. See you again next time. May God bless us all.